Hey guys, it's Sewell here. It's been a good little while. I've actually been sick. I've been busy with work. I was sick with the flu actually about 3 weeks ago, about a month ago. Yeah. And then after that, it was just a series of work and a series of events that just prevented me from putting this video out. So today we're talking about the X-H1 and the Gh5 and basically why I chose one over the other. So the next couple of weeks to a month, I'm expecting to work on a major project, a film for a client, and I'm actually going to be using a dedicated video camera rather than trying to divide my X-T2 between pictures and video all the time. Anyway, needless to say, I made my decision, and this video is a part one of that series as to why I made the decision, and I'm actually going to continue to evaluate my decision. So as I evaluate my decision, you guys will get to see the reasons why. So looking at the two cameras, the Gh5, when it came out, it was just mind-blowing to a lot of people, including me. Not because it was perfect or that the camera actually was doing the job for me, but it was just the features that it offered at the price point. It was just amazing. Years ago, the VariCam would be, you just had to rent the camera. The VariCam was just crazy expensive. It was a Panasonic camera, a big shoulder camera that does variable frame rates. It still exists today. I'm just making a point about back in the days, people would just be trying to get that camera because it could do variable frame rates. So the Gh5 being able to do 4K 60p and being able to do, I think, 120 frames at 1080, and all of the other IBIS, you can bring up LUTs on the screen, you can bring LUTs into the camera, the whole wireless transferring of files, which everybody's pretty much doing today. But also the ergonomics, the screen that actually flips to face you, which a lot of people just get excited over. And just also the fact that Panasonic did improve the color in terms of the standard color profiles in that camera over the Gh4. It's a phenomenal camera. Why would someone not want to pick it? But when I checked out the Fuji system, and this was recommended, I would stress this point so many times in my videos, from a person I looked up to in terms of not photography, but in terms of cinematography. This guy created a series of movies over the years, and he's also a colorist. He said, listen, he doesn't understand why more people aren't looking at the Fuji system. Anyway, took his advice, got the X-T2, and I understood what he was saying about color. And looking at the X-H1 improves on the X-T2 in some subtle but effective ways. The body's more beefy and it has better ergonomics in terms of the grip. You have the in-body ABIS stabilization, a first for Fuji. You have the Turner film simulation, which suggests to me that Fuji may even have more film simulations to roll out. And they may even make the Eternal film simulation available to some of the other X series cameras that came out before the X-H1. And so looking at that part of the Fuji ecosystem, the fact that they're pushing more for the filmmaker, it made me say, hey, maybe these guys are offering something here that the X-T2 doesn't have. And they are. The 200 megabit data rate added now to the X-H1. That's a plus, because I was getting so much dynamic range out of the X-T2 with its data rate. Why would I not want to check out the X-H1's data rate and what it can offer me in terms of post work? And so in this part one series, I'm looking at the X-T2 gave me an introduction into what Fuji can do, and the X-H1 tells me it's a specialty tool, just like the X-T2, but it's becoming even more of a specialty tool because now most of the additional features have been added to video. And I also saw that the camera has more, the X-H1 has more aspect ratios and different video formats. I think it can actually shoot 2K, which is kind of interesting. But it's a specialty tool where its focus is primarily for the picture and the look and feel of film, because that's what Fuji was known for back in the day. That's what they actually create film still today. And so if their focus was that and they're adding this to the camera, then that's something I'm going to need as a filmmaker, especially because color is the one thing that gets compressed in prosumers, consumers, and professional cameras. So the more color I have to work with, the more effective I can actually not deliver my message, but the more effective I can be in post when it comes to grading or color adjustments or color correction, I should say. And so the X-T2, X-H1 are specialty cameras, and the X-H1 has improved much more so in the video department. Gh5 looks to me more of a Swiss Army knife type of a camera. Great, good ergonomics, good picture, not the best with color. So it kind of covers most of the different features that people are looking for today, but it doesn't have one, as far as I can tell right now, it doesn't have one strong point that it focuses on. But this is part one of the series, so we're going to find out what happens in the next couple of weeks. Until I get my X-H1, I'm going to get some footage from local camera stores, put my memory card in there, shoot some footage as much as I can, bring it back compared to the Gh5, and let you guys know what's going on. So guys, until next time, peace.